Yeah, the fans make... originally, I saw that they were making these little fan flicks, which is where they make...
fan fiction.
Yeah.
Louis was unusually nervous. His mouth was dry, palms sweating, when suddenly he felt the press of Harry's body.
Harry's ex-girlfriend said that she believed that he was dating Louis Tomlinson. He never treated her that way.
Is that two of the boys are in a relationship.
So you and Louis, there's nothing going on?
Nah. So many people genuinely thinking me and Harry are in a relationship.
Let's get into it. Hey there, entrepreneurs. Ever dreamt of taking your business to the next level? Well, I've got something exciting to share with you today. Picture this. You're starting a new venture full of hope and ambition, but you need the right tools to succeed. That's where Shopify comes in. From launching your online shop to managing your first real-life store, Shopify is with you every step of the way. So are you ready to join the Shopify revolution? Sign up now for a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/Sloan. That's shopify.com/Sloan. SLOAN. Let's make your business dreams a reality together. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring, and enjoy this episode. Welcome back to the Let's Get Into It podcast. Today we are taking it way back with a conspiracy about a popular band, or well, they used to be a band before they had broken up, and maybe this conspiracy can explain their breakup, but we're going to be talking about One Direction. This was a boy band made up of artists like Harry Styles, Zayn, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, and Louis Tomlinson. In our video, we're going to be zeroing in on two of these members. We're going to be talking about Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson because these two have been accused of possibly having a romance behind the scenes while they were on tour, while they were performing, and possibly it led to the band's breakup. I want to reiterate that this is a conspiracy. It's a very popular conspiracy. We're bringing it back, and I'm going to talk to you guys about all of the clues and why people would think this in the first place. I mean, even the articles ask, did Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson ever date? A One Direction fan theory suggests so. And the basis of this theory is that Harry Styles and Louis met on X Factor in 2010. As per a fan theory, the two have been secretly in love and in a relationship pretty much their entire time in the band together. One Direction is considered to be one of the most successful boy bands in history, but since the band's inception, a part of the fandom has been obsessed with a theory that suggests that Harry and Louis are secretly dating. Even though the band has been broken up for years now, the Harry and Louis relationship theory, aka Larry Stylinson, that's what they call this couple that they've made up in their mind, is still believed by many Directioners. So how did this conspiracy theory begin in the first place? I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. There are Tumblr accounts dedicated to this relationship, and they detail very erotic fan fiction about them. Oh God, this is where everything is really problematic and creepy. Larry's, as fans of the couple call themselves, have spent years compiling pictures, gifts, and messages that are evidence of Harry and Louis' love. Now, there's going to be a few different takes in this video. I mean, for example, these two guys are young men who are in a band together, going through a lot of really intense life experiences. So I don't think there's any denying that they're going to bond. They're going to be close, and maybe they exhibit closeness different than what we're typically used to seeing. Several videos online even provide proof of how Harry and Louis would spend plenty of time together on tour and during their interviews. But as the rumors about Harry and Louis' alleged relationship hit the stands, One Direction fans believe that their management intervened and stopped the two from hanging out with each other. So really, this theory is becoming a love story between two boy band members who are in love but cannot be in love because the management would not allow that to happen, which, I mean, I would say that I wouldn't doubt management getting intervened in someone's life because, I mean, if you look at a lot of the artists nowadays, they are controlled by their management. And there are some people who seem like they haven't been able to come to terms with their own identity because of what it would do to the brand. I mean, there are a lot of artists, I think, that have withheld their sexuality, because if they did, then maybe the young girls wouldn't be fans of them and wouldn't buy their music and their merch and go on their tour. Here's a clip from an interview that really caught my attention of these band members speaking a little bit about themselves and their dating lives.
How many of you got girlfriends or boyfriends? I don't know. 2?
Yeah, me and Louis have both got girlfriends. We're the only guys with girlfriends, and the rest of them are all single.
And the rest of them all got boyfriends.
All right.
Rolling boyfriend.
All right.
What? Take that back.
Yeah, that's gonna have to come out that way.
Yes, it will.
So literally you can hear management stepping in this clip and telling them, hey, let's cut this bit out, where Harry keeps saying boyfriend, Louis keeps saying boyfriend. They're all kind of alluding to possibly being gay with each other, but management said, cut that bit out. In that last clip, you could hear that someone said, hi, Louis, and his response was like, I'm gay or something, which I don't know where this is coming from, but there are some One Direction fans that claim that Harry and Louis are actually married, thanks to a tweet by Ed Sheeran. Actually, there's a situation here because not only Ed, but Harry's mother and Harry Styles all tweet about a wedding around the same time. Ed Sheeran's tweet is about his best friend getting married. Harry's mother's tweet simply states, good decision, Louis, which could be about her son-in-law. And then finally, Harry's tweet reads, we don't need no piece of paper from City Hall, which does seem like a little marriage moment. Louis also tweeted, always in my heart, Harry Styles, yours sincerely, Louis. And there are tons of tweets that these fans have put together, and they felt that these have come from Harry and Louis in response to each other or about each other. But I want to keep in mind that, like, a tweet is a tweet. We really don't know what these boys were thinking. Harry tweeted, my love for all of you has no end. Thank you for tonight. H. Louis tweeted, I miss you already. Harry tweeted a quote, I'm glad I was stood next to you at the urinals. If I had to get someone's pee splashed on me, I'd much rather have your pee than his pee. So Harry, I guess, heard a quote from someone who was happy to get peed on by him. Maybe it's his boyfriend, Louis. Oh, it's so gross. Louis said, just read the rumors. That's all they are. It's happy days for me. Harry tweeted, Louis just came and got in my bed with a cup of tea. Backstreet Boys are on for music. Typical Wednesday. Louis tweeted, hashtag Harry wet the bed. Harry then replied saying, I miss you too, sweet cheeks. Louis then said, I miss you, baby cakes. Louis said, haha, I'm being slowly seduced by your curls. While Harry said, I'm sitting on the sofa opposite of you. You look sexy. Louis said, fancy going ballroom dancing? So really, these two are incredibly flirty on social media. I mean, I don't think anyone can deny this. Here's another set of tweets where Louis tweeted Harry, have a good show tonight, baby cakes. And Harry replied, have a good show tonight, sweetums. And of course, these two know what they're doing. I mean, maybe they're doing it conscientiously and trying to stir up some drama, but also at the same time, maybe they just feel this way and they can't hide it. Louis tweeted, a brand new bromance exclusive. Are you ready? Harry said, loving my bromance with Louis. He's so sexy. Harry also tweeted back later, I'll leave you with this. On this day 19 years ago, my hero was born. Happy birthday to my man crush, Louis. Now, there is a lot of flirting between these men, and if I was dating one of them, I'd be like, oh, hold up, you better be saying these sweet things to me that you're tweeting to your, bandmate. Louis has confronted some of the rumors before saying, still months on reading ridiculous conspiracy theories. It's upsetting that I have to read them daily. Thank God for the lovely people on here. I guess alluding to the conspiracy theories that him and Harry are dating. He says, how's this? Larry is the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. I'm happy. Why can't you accept that? So it does seem like he's a little bit upset here. I don't know why he's so offended by a theory that is not true. He seems a little bit defensive. Maybe if it was true and they had a falling out, he would be bothered and wouldn't want to read these reminders of him and his love online.
Yeah, we get Tom off us off and then we just kind of, chill out. We just kind of, chill out and like normal stuff, like go shopping, maybe play some PlayStation. So what? Harry? I've done a quickie. And just watch TV and...
Name is pretty self-explanatory. We kind of did a lot of it. Name is First thing I did was drop my, because someone brought the car to me and then I had to drop them back off at the, because someone brought the car to me and then I had to drop them back off at the pub.
Sound like he was about to say drop my boyfriend off, but of course he wasn't going to be allowed to say that even if he wanted to. Here's an interesting article. One Direction's Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson declared as partners by Wikipedia, and fans can't keep it cool as they recall Larry Stylinson. One Direction split in 2016 left all the 1D fans heartbroken. The world famous boy band had given us multiple memories to reminisce to date. One of such memories was the band members Harry Stylinson and Louis Tomlinson's Larry Stylinson relationship theory. And the people who have put together this theory, they are ruthless, and they've collected so many things, kind of like those, moments we just watched together where these two boys are very affectionate to each other. And then when you start to look at the timeline, it makes even more sense.
User Sarah shares photos of Harry and Louis at the Ed Sheeran concert in Manchester from October of 2011, where they are seen posing together with fans. There is also a tweet from the same time that further confirms a sighting from the account The Hits Official, which says, quote, spotted last night in Manchester watching Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, and Louis Tomlinson from One Direction in the crowd, end quote. Now, in 2018, fans discovered Louis' unreleased song All Along, which still has not been officially released to this day, but is now resurfacing with this viral TikTok connecting the lyrics of the song and the sighting together. As the lyrics of the song have the verse, quote, we saw Ed in Manchester, I held you while he played. Every time I hear these songs, it takes me to that place, end quote. So fans are convinced that this lyric is about Harry because there is proof that Harry and Louis saw Ed Sheeran in concert in Manchester.
Now, you guys must admit there is something here. There is something here, and this was before AI music. Also, interesting that this is the second time, I know we're dealing with people in the UK, but the second time we're hearing Ed Sheeran's name. I mean, if he had gone to their wedding, their alleged wedding, then it would make sense that they went to go and see him in concert and they have some type of relationship with him. And I guess Louis held Harry while Ed performed for them, which sounds rather romantic. One Direction's eagle-eyed fans had now recently pointed out that Wikipedia is now addressing Louis Tomlinson as Harry Styles' partner in the About section of the singer. This has caused an uproar amongst the 1D fans as they are taking it to Twitter and tweeting about the page. I know that anyone can edit Wikipedia, but I don't think it's as easy nowadays as it used to be. Nonetheless, it is weird to see these official pages report that these two had been dating. Someone wrote on Twitter, there's something so personal about putting Louis Tomlinson's name into Google and seeing his partner is Harry Styles. Another person tweeted, someone is getting fired. Guys, Louis' partner is Harry and vice versa. Maybe this is by accident. Maybe this is by design. Maybe it's Harry and Louis doing it themselves. Maybe it's these crazy fans who are convinced that these two guys are actually together. But when you see these old clips, I mean, it's hard to deny that there's some type of chemistry here.
Kind of had the opportunity and all these fans outside the UK. I mean, I was on Twitter the other day and I got people to hashtag where they were from, and it's just so surprising to see all these different countries have just taken interest, found us on YouTube, and just started being fans of us. Right. And we got a #1 album in Sweden and stuff, so it's amazing, and we love the.
I would play the trumpet, and I would play...
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of getting sad now thinking about the manager or management possibly stopping these guys from having a relationship if they did in fact feel that way. Maybe that's why the One Direction fans can't get over it, because they feel wronged. Even after the band split up, people kept talking about this possible relationship. Actually, since the band split in August 2015, we became obsessed with their relationship. Ever since the band broke up, it seemed that only one pair are said to be in regular contact, which would be Larry Stylinson. So after the band split up, it does appear that Harry and Louis still had some relationship or friendship. Now, there's a good chance that modest management, their management, did restrict them from having a relationship or showing any signs of it. I mean, keep in mind that Zayn said he couldn't even grow a beard while he was in the band. This management was so hard on One Direction, making sure they were clean cut and perfect boys for the perfect world and the perfect music for these young girls to look up to and to have crushes on. And if, two of them were gay, one of them had a beard, I mean, it would just be way too wrong. So, of course, management would never allow that. After they split up, there's speculation that once they were away from their management company, Harry and Louis would be able to go public with their relationship, which I think is a little bit presumptuous to think that these two are already like in a relationship. But you've also got to keep in mind that these people who were big fans of One Direction, I mean, they were huge fans of this group, and they would look at every interview, every moment. And when you do see this pattern, it's hard not to pick up on it.
Me and Louis, right, the other day, we got a cup of teas in the morning, and we were watching Biggest Boy Band's Top 50.
Oh, I love it. You're
literally,
fingers.
I was in bed the whole time. I was supposed to get up, and I just stayed in bed watching these
we were
classic
drinking.
ones.
Were you in it?
Yeah, we were number
18.
18.
One thing I want to note, because I like to be unbiased, is that look at like Liam over here and Zayn. They're all up on each other. So if you're going to say like Harry and Louis are a thing, I mean, look at, I guess maybe this is a one-time thing, but don't they look really close up in that corner? I mean, if we're going to really assess the situation, I just think these guys are trying to be in frame. I mean, they're all squished up on that couch.
50, that's good.
Shabby, that's all
good.
tight.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Now, Lou, I didn't skip across you there, mate. Of course, I'm coming to yourself next.
Thanks, man.
Tell me, from the X Factor this year, is there anybody that One Direction would love to collaborate with?
Little Mix.
Yeah,
We love Little Mix.
I don't like.
Right, would you like chicken?
I love the beef.
On yours?
Bit of guac, yes please.
I think this is going to get a bit big.
Don't overpile because
No,
it's
not going to roll.
I just really like sweet corn.
Do you want any chicken or not?
Oh, he does love sweet corn.
Okay.
Well, we live together and Harry does all the cooking.
Harry,
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I know you're all together, aren't you?
Interesting that they live together. I mean, I wonder if they live together or the whole band lives together. I mean, I would have some questions on that, but that's kind of cute that Harry cooks for them. I mean, if he's cooking for all of them, that's a lot of cooking. So it makes me think that they are just living, one-on-one. Hey there, entrepreneurs. Ever dreamt of taking your business to the next level? Well, I've got something exciting to share with you today. Picture this. You're starting a new venture full of hope and ambition, but you need the right tools to succeed. That's where Shopify comes in. Whether you're just starting out or looking to expand, Shopify is your ultimate partner in growth. With its intuitive platform, you can sell anything, anywhere, anytime. From launching your online shop to managing your first real-life store, Shopify is with you every step of the way. And let me tell you about their checkout process. It's like turning browsers into buyers with the wave of a magic wand. But wait, there's more. With Shopify Magic, you'll feel like you have your own personal AI assistant to help you sell more with less effort. So are you ready to join the Shopify revolution? Sign up now for a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/Sloan. That's shopify.com/Sloan, SLOAN. Let's make your business dreams a reality together. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring, and enjoy this episode. I want to acknowledge that once the band had broken up, Louis did go on to start dating, and he wasn't dating men. To give you guys some context, Louis actually dated a woman named Eleanor between the years 2011 through 2015. So at the point where he would be falling in love with Harry, he's also with this girl named Eleanor, who I don't believe was a big part of his life during his career because he had so much work he had to do. He was constantly with Harry. In 2015, Louis and Eleanor had called it quits, and he had met a hairstylist named Brianna. This was around the time that One Direction had, split up, and he ended up having a kid with Brianna named Freddy. So doesn't really sound gay to me. But after a few years apart, Louis and Eleanor were able to reconcile and they got back together. Because Eleanor has kind of always been in the picture, the Larry Stylinson fans have never been a fan of Eleanor. They claim that their whole relationship was apparently one big fake lie from the get-go. And these people are ruthless. They've even made theories about Louis's baby named Freddy, who again is mothered by Brianna. Ever since Freddy was born, Larry Stylinson believers have blasted the whole thing as fake, which I'm like, wait, hold up. You're blasting the child as fake, or the relationship or the pregnancy as fake? Which part is fake? But these believers questioned Louis' decision not to take a paternity test and branded Brianna as purely just a surrogate mother for Harry and Louis. There's even a mad theory that Freddy is actually a doll, not even a real baby, which obviously I don't believe any of this. This is why I'm really using that word theory, conspiracy theory. Like, it is not fact. Far from fact. I mean, I think the baby does exist. And do you really think like Harry is going to want to, I don't know, just hire this hairstylist Brianna to like hold his baby with Louis? I mean, they're not even in an official relationship from our understanding, but yeah, this is kind of far-fetched. But there's a picture that Brianna posted in April 2016 that showed baby Freddy's feet splayed at what some directioners thought was an awkward angle. There's also other pics of Brianna holding her baby boy, making him look like a completely normal baby. But eagle-eyed Larry shippers think there's a huge conspiracy story behind the rainbow-colored bears that sit at the side of the stage every night at the One Directioners tour. They've actually come to the conclusion that Louis and Harry are the ones behind it all. The bears signify their unity as a couple. They are the Rainbow Bears after all. Now, I've gone to at least one Direction concert. I think I've gone to two, but I know I've gone to one of them, and I didn't see any Rainbow Bears there. But I guess this could be like a little secret message to the ones who know about Larry Stylinson that, yes, they are gay, and this is their little like message to tribute. But I think it's, again, a little bit far-fetched, but the bear is kind of a random touch.
RBB and SBB stands for Rainbow Bondage Bear and Sugar Baby Bear. During One Direction's Where We Are tour, a fan threw a rainbow Build-A-Bear onto the stage and someone kept it. It started appearing at other tour shows wrapped in black electrical tape to appear like bondage gear, and it got its first Twitter account, @BondageBear1D. At first, it was mostly just shitposting, but very quickly it made its first reference to a gay icon, Judy Garland. The phrase friend of Dorothy or friend of Judy was a phrase used by gay men in the 50s and 60s as a sort of code to find one another without outing themselves to the general public. However, a few days after the Judy Garland tweets, the account was suspended and the bear disappeared.
Now, what they are talking about is 100% true. That used to be a way to signal to other people back in the day that you are part of the LGBT without really saying it. Now, Harry and Louis have treated the theory as a bit of a joke, mostly not even acknowledging the idea that they could be more than friends. But there have been quite a few times where the rumors have wound them up in the wrong way. Like Louis tweeted, "Incorrect, I block people who badmouth people I care about." He then tweets, "How this Larry is the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. I'm happy. Why can't you accept that?" Louis also tweeted, "Oh dear, I've gone to town today. Haha. Lots of love to all you amazing fans." So clearly Louis is bothered if he's tweeting about this Larry conspiracy. For whatever reason, he's hurt over it. In 2015, many of the fans noticed that Harry and Louis were separated in most interviews and stopped interacting as much on stage. This obviously made the fan theories that the boys are being forced to stay closeted by their management team even more prevalent.
Selection of movies.
And organic guacamole. I'm joking. My teddy bear.
Which is incredible for us. We can't believe that sort of thing happens, and you know, we're here again today, and
Oh my gosh, what in the Brokeback Mountain is going on? I've actually never even seen Brokeback Mountain, but I feel like I just did. Like, that was it, right? That's pretty much what the movie entails. Since breaking free from the clutches of One Direction in March 2015, Zayn has been questioned about the matter a few times, and he finally spoke about it in an interview. He said there's no secret relationships going on with any of the band members. It's not funny, and it still continues to be quite hard for them. They won't naturally go put their arm around each other because they're conscious of this thing that's going on, which is not even true. They won't do that natural behavior. This doesn't really make sense because Zayn is saying that these two are not expressing any affection to each other, but they are, and it doesn't really seem like they are conscientious of these rumors. I mean, he said, but that's just the way the fans are, Zayn continued. They're so passionate. Once they get their head around an idea, that's the way it is, regardless of anything. If it wasn't for that passion, like almost obsession, then we wouldn't have the success that we've had. So, there we go, like kind of, I guess, pushing the narrative that maybe they're leveraging this clout.
Who is Larry Stylinson?
Friend of ours.
Who is he?
Yeah.
He's imaginary.
That is a conspiracy of fan fiction that is made up between me and Harry.
Okay. Spell it out for us, will you? What is the conspiracy?
Well, it gets pretty graphic. It's just that apparently me and Harry are together and my girlfriend isn't real. And
oh, seriously?
Oh yeah, it's serious.
I thought it was just a joke thing about. No,
you've opened the kind of words.
Well, I
now,
didn't really.
so
I didn't realise it was that. But it's just people acting the maggot and annoying you.
Could say that, yeah.
Yeah, could say that. Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about what Louis has to say. As much as he tried to ignore the rumors, it became too hard to do so. He finally addressed them in July 2017 in an interview with The Sun, which The Sun is kind of a crappy news source, so I feel like he must have really fallen off if he's going to The Sun. As he explained, the fabricated relationship put a strain on his friendship with Harry Styles, as well as his relationship with his long-term girlfriend, Eleanor. He said it kind of happened naturally for me and Harry because a certain amount of the fans drew up this conspiracy. When it first came around, I was with Eleanor and I actually felt a little disrespectful to Eleanor. It created this atmosphere between Harry and I where everyone was looking into everything we did. It's a funny thing because people can believe what they want, but it's like anything. If you Google conspiracy on iPhones, you're gonna get a conspiracy. So it's one of these things that people love to buy into, but in reality, obviously, there's no truth to it. Now, we do have on record, end quote, from Louis Tomlinson, that he is, again, quote, I am, in fact, straight, end quote. So, there you go.
Yeah, the fans make... originally, I saw that they were making these little fan flicks, which is where they make...
Fan fiction.
Yeah. But then it turned into so many people genuinely thinking me and Harry are in a relationship. When, quite frankly, we just started off just saying that we're really good friends, then everyone said this, and then...
There's a picture that'll be on Twitter next week.
Yeah.
His arm around him. And
Yeah, see, this means that we're together.
It does, but haven't you kissed?
No.
Because I thought I saw a picture of you kissing.
Everyone does that. There's one of you and I.
There's someone in the middle, and we're kissing someone who's in the middle, and they cut the person out.
It's good Photoshop.
Yeah. What is with you two?
I think it's probably because they live together, people.
Okay.
Yeah.
They think.
Yeah.
I think behind closed doors something else goes on.
Honestly, I do kind of love that interviewer because she's not holding back and she's so annoying with her questions, but she's asking what we're all thinking. Now, in 2020, Louis decided to confront these rumors again. He went onto Twitter and he did a Q&A. One fan asked Louis, how do you make chicken parmesan? You might be thinking this is a basic question. How do you make chicken parmesan? I mean, don't ask me, go and ask your Alexa. Actually, ask Alexa to play the Let's Get Into It podcast from Spotify. Alexa, play the Let's Get Into It podcast from Spotify.
Sorry, I don't know that one. If you can ask me to
Oh my gosh. Okay, so never mind. We don't show up through Alexa. Okay, back to the story. Because Louis was asked, how do you make chicken parmesan? Well, the reason why this fan would ask him is because there are rumors that Harry and Louis ate chicken parmesan on their first date. This was a direct nod to their alleged relationship. And now Louis' response was swift. He said, you start by realizing all these ridiculous childish theories and conspiracies are wasted time and energy, and then just throw the chicken in the oven to be fair. Which is actually a pretty likable response from Louis. I mean, he said like, this is a conspiracy, and then, you know, warm up the oven to 400 degrees. But he has every right to defend himself, and I'm sure after like, would this be like at least like 7 years of this rumor? He probably is tired of it.
Oh, look what I've got. No. We're not that type of people. Like. Okay. So now I can talk to real fans about real shit, right? Yeah. You know how much it grates on me daily, genuinely. And there's a lot of this been shit on Twitter before, but it genuinely, Twitter in particular, puts me off Twitter because of all these crazy lunatic Larry fans. Oh my god. Guys. What happened? Guys. Yes, I need to know right now if any of you believe in that. I just need to know because that more than anything for me on the outside is interesting. Does anyone on the call think that's real shit? Yes. Yeah, you see, but for me, the type of person who would believe Larry would be the type of person who's recording this phone call right now. Honestly, I'll be so disappointed if that's the case. But, alright, so let me tell you some real shit right now.
So Louis is not shy when it comes to defending himself, as he should. I think everyone should defend themselves. But even back in 2014, he was standing ground, tweeting a reporter saying, "The fact that you work for a credible paper and you would still talk such rubbish is laughable. I am, in fact, straight." Again, declaring his heterosexuality. Now, when Harry Styles spoke on this, he had a different take. When promoting his self-titled album in May 2017, Harry spoke about the Larry Stylinson situation, saying, I think people are always going to speculate what songs are about, and I don't think I'd ever want to tell someone they're wrong for feeling what they feel about a song. At the same time, he made it pretty clear the lyrics he's written aren't about Louis, saying, "I think if you really listen to the lyrics, I think you can work out if it's really about that or not, and I would lean towards no." But not a straight out no. He's just leaning towards a no. Interesting.
Is that two of the boys are in a relationship. Look, Harry, I've got to ask you about this one. This is Famous Magazine. This says you and Louis are a couple. There's pictures of you kissing.
That's just weird.
Photoshop.
That's Photoshop.
There was a lady.
They've actually done this to me at night as well. When someone's in the middle, they just take the person out from the middle and put two. It's very clever, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you and Louis, there's nothing going on.
Nah, it's just me.
Now, in 2019, things took a dramatic turn when HBO's Euphoria took the Larry Stylinson fan fiction one step too far. The show included an animated scene between the bandmates in one episode, and fans were fuming after learning the One Direction guys didn't approve it beforehand. So in Euphoria, one of the most popular shows in 2019, it was huge. Did you guys watch it? Comment below. I watched it. I watched both seasons, but I feel like the third season's gonna fall apart, so it was good while it lasted. Anyways, there was a moment I remember where they showed Harry and Louis getting into it, and that really does push that theory even further, which I'm sure they were not happy about. Louis said, "I can categorically say that I was not contacted, nor did I approve of this." Now, it doesn't seem like anything legally happened, and I don't think they can legally do anything, but it definitely left a bad taste in the One Directioner's mouth. Despite everything, Harry and Louis will always have love for each other through the ups and downs of fame. When the band's 10-year anniversary rolled around in July 2020, Harry said that he couldn't have said it better. "To the boys, I love you so much. I couldn't be prouder of everything we've achieved together." Louis wrote, "The memories we shared together have been incredible. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. I look back incredibly proud. Thank you for everything, lads." Which I feel like Louis and Niall are the two that really they don't really do music as much. I think Louis, I haven't heard any music from Louis. Niall, I don't really know. I think Liam did his own thing, but he kind of fell off. Zayn did all right. And Harry is doing wonderful. Is there anyone else? I think that's it. While I do think that these two guys are civil, I think that they would be much closer if this conspiracy never existed. Louis said it himself. It made everything, I think on both fences, a little bit more unapproachable. I think it shows that it was never anything real, if I could use that word. Louis said, "When Zayn left, it still felt like One Direction, but we still didn't feel like the whole." So then to even take maybe Harry out as well, it's something that I can't ever imagine, really. As we know, Harry went on to have a magnificent career, an awesome solo career. It kind of reminds me of how Justin Timberlake left the group and then he was the one to pop off. Beyonce left her group and she's the one to pop off. That's kind of the Harry Styles here.
You've been absolutely amazing, and we could not have done it without you.
I remember he's just beating his eyes out, and I've never seen Louis cry. I've never ever seen him cry. We don't show that emotion, and he was just there, proper upset. He loved the band. He loved what he was doing. And I think he just loved that journey.
So Louis was really affected by the band's breakup. He was, quote, heartbroken when the band decided to part ways. It's what Harry wanted. To make matters worse, what was initially supposed to be a temporary hiatus for the band slowly turned into a permanent split. Louis said, "I could feel that potentially it was going to be a break. What was difficult was trying to understand how long that might be." The conversations surrounding the future of One Direction inevitably led to awkwardness and tension between various group members. Louis described the process as an uncomfortable time more than anything. Louis said, "You're asking guys who have grown up being best friends to make selfish switch choices, which they should do based on themselves, but it doesn't change the fact that it was difficult for me to accept at first. If you asked me now if I think it's the wrong choice, I don't think it was. So I think he can acknowledge that it was time for the band to break up, and Harry had an amazing career afterwards, but it still was harder for him than anyone else.
The 30-year-old singer says it's an amazing feeling to see each of his 1D bandmates flourish on their own.
And it's nice to be able to watch on, and I think what's great, or what makes me proud, is everyone's kind of gone on their own individual journey musically and kind of like created this identity.
As the years have gone by, Louis has been working through his feelings, and in 2022, he was quoted saying that I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me at first. The breakup and then Harry's shot to stardom, only because I didn't know where to place myself, he said, and really my only point of reference was the other members of the band. So Louis saw Harry really become his own and have this style and this career and pop off. He saw these other guys create their music as well. Zayn did pretty well for himself, but he really didn't know where to go. I mean, there really was only one direction, and I guess he had no directions yet. Like all of them had their one direction to go into, except for him. Louis was left without the direction. Poor Louis. Louis noted, it's not surprising to me that Harry's the most commercially successful because he really fits the mold of a modern star. He said, it took me a while to work out where I stand. Louis took 2 years between solo records, wanting to perfect the songwriting above all else. He claims the entire band remained supportive of each other and their success regardless, because we've lived through so many experiences together in one direction. This bond we have for life. Let's talk a little bit about some of the reactions to this theory. This user, Lovely Chaos Missing, wrote, I feel like even if they did, which I doubt, the whole need of Larry's to expose their romantic relationship was what made them grow apart. And honestly, that's really sad. They definitely loved each other in the early days of the band, and who knows, maybe they did have a crush on each other, but it was never and will never be any of our business. Like someone else said here, it's better just to keep it like a fan fiction. Tarina Lit wrote, I mean, there's literally a video of Harry saying my first real crush was Louis. So yeah, I think they at least dated at some point. If they are still together is a debate, and no one can know for sure, but I personally think that there's at least something weird going on with Louis, because Walls can't be about Eleanor. Walls is a song that he had written. Always You, I Went to Amsterdam, and Too Young, when they said a love like this would never last, has to be about someone he's known for a long time. Harry is not as obvious about it though, so I don't know, maybe it's just Louis writing about old times. Personally, I still can't get over that one mention of Ed Sheeran and the fact that he was performing and that Louis had held him, and that Ed Sheeran had tweeted about this wedding that he had gone to the same day that Harry's mom did, and that Harry tweeted. There's a lot to unpack from this theory. I think that it's nothing more than like us just like kind of talking about the history and entertaining the theory, opposed to there's no action items. You guys don't have homework. Don't go to Harry's page or Louis' page and say, Sloan said you guys were Larry Stylinson. No, I'm not saying that. That's why I said in the beginning, I want to reiterate this is a conspiracy and we are a pop culture podcast. So we're just going through some of the things that happened before. And there have been other, celebrities and musicians who have also been accused of being in relationships like this, or, playing around with their sexuality or things like that. And management's taking control. I mean, we saw the Pussycat Girl doll. What is it? Pussycat Dolls. Pussycat Dolls. I was like, Pussycat Girl Dolls? No. But we interviewed Kaya, who was a part of the original crew of Pussycat Dolls. And that management was very controlling. Tons of controlling management, because really they just want to keep these people in line so they can make some more cash. But I want to hear what you guys think of this podcast episode in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.